Mike James from the Mike James Rock Show. We're at an outdoor festival and we're joined with a band that we actually, as we were walking through site, saw the end of your set and was like, yes, they're having so much fun. It's Tom from the Bottom Line, everyone. They opened up the main stage. How was it?
It was absolutely surreal. I mean, insane. I mean, we've wanted this festival more than any other show in the whole world. Like,
I follow you on social media.
We've been really fortunate, and we've been very lucky, and we've been blessed with some of the tours and opportunities we've had. But this is the one we wanted, and I think for us, it's just the acknowledgement that we're at Slam Dunk as a British pop punk band.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Like, every year people always say, why aren't you playing it? And they always tag us like, why aren't we playing it? And it got to the point where I was getting concerned that, oh god, like I hope they don't think we're leading some sort of like behind the scenes charts, because we're really not. Like, but it was getting to the point where everyone was like, why are they not playing?
So the pandemic has done wonders for you because there's no American acts coming over.
Well, we were booked prior to the pandemic, so we were due to play the original one, and then we were like, for fuck's sake, the 1 year we get it is the 1 year it never fucking happens.
Well, at least they honoured it and brought you back.
Yeah, they're really, I mean, they're such lovely guys. I mean, like, what really annoys me, I'm going to have a little bit of a rant now, but as an event organiser myself,
of Teddy Rocks, one of the favourite festivals of ours.
It's really hard work.
It's
such a hard thing to do, and it's quite a thankless task. And when I went on social media and saw some of the grief they were getting about comments of, oh, I want you to cancel, I want you to do this, and it's like, guys, without people like, you know, Ben and JD and the Slam Dunk team, without these guys, you do not have a festival.
Exactly.
Like, these guys go through hell to put us all in a field together.
Yeah.
And I respect that massively, because on a smaller scale I do that, and on this scale it's huge. And the complications of international artists and bits and pieces like that, what they've pulled off this year, and the stick they've taken, and to still come through smiling and deliver such a wonderful event, I think is incredible.
It's just you just got to let it wash off the back, because
now's the time more than ever to support live music, support promoters, and to support the entertainment industry. Now's the time to buy that gig ticket and come along. And what an honour for us to get bumped up the main stage and to be the first band to play at Slam Dunk after the pandemic and on a fucking stage like that.
But
it was rad.
It also is springboarding a lot of UK bands, because we can't get all the international acts that you'd expect at a festival like this. The smaller ones that would come over to play, is giving that slot to bands like yourselves.
Absolutely. And like I said, we were booked originally before COVID was a thing, and that was awesome, you know. Yeah. And regardless, even if we were asked to play after COVID, it would still be huge. But yeah, I think there's some bands here who have definitely benefited from getting the option to be a British band, and rightly so. I mean, Weather State, an amazing band. Some of our really close friends. I used to play in a band with Callan years ago.
Okay.
And yesterday we both rolled into Slam Dunk on the same day, and we were like, fuck yeah, this is awesome, man. And then we watched Funeral side stage, and we just thought, what a day. And you know, bands like Weather State, there's some bands out there who don't get the credit they deserve, they don't get the opportunity, and I think COVID in some respects, I'm fucking melting by the way, are you?
Yeah, we've picked the hottest spot.
Jesus Christ. I think COVID in some respects has hit the reset button on live music, and I think
really
it's almost leveled the playing field. A lot of bands aren't around anymore because of it, and I think a lot of bands are hungrier than ever, and I also think having that 5-minute breathers allowed bands to diversify and to really come back in a better mental and physical condition, I think. And I think we're going to see some of the best bands evolve over the next few years, and hopefully from England. So
I 100% agree with you on that. It's levelled everyone, and there are bands that have been putting out content all through the pandemic, and they're the ones that have kept their fans engaged, whereas some have just dropped off and expect to go straight back into those slots again. And
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
it's not possible. You've got to have shown that you've been working through the pandemic. Exactly
that, and we sort of took a different approach during the pandemic. We just started writing music. We sort of went in the bunker ourselves, just wrote music, and just thought. We tried the whole live streaming thing, and when you're a band that writes music for live, oh god, it was one of the most awkward, weird experiences I've ever had, and I never want to do it again. So
it's almost like being on a radio show and just talking to yourself in a room. Someone's listening, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure I talk to myself in a room quite frequently, but no one wants to listen to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's just given us all a breather. Like I said, we've come back, and first show back was terrifying, but within 20 seconds of being on stage, it's like, oh, I remember how to do this. This is cool. And,
muscle memory, isn't it?
It's been great. Yeah, something like that.
Have you got plans for touring and things like that?
So we've just announced a headline show at Camden Assembly. I think it's October the 10th.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
You might be right.
Maybe
on
it
that
is.
One. Rings a bell.
Maybe it is. Hello, sir. How are you? And yeah, it's that's our headline show. That's going to be our only headline show this year. And then January we're off to Europe again. And I think there's talks of maybe doing a UK stint around that sort of European tour whilst we're out and just
you might as well
out
make
there.
it. You know.
But we want to get lots of new music out before that tour and come back with something pretty cool. We played 2 new tracks today for the first time yesterday, but this weekend, and they're wicked. They're really good, man. So we
go down
it.
well.
Yeah, and you never know when you write a song. You never know how that's going to come across live. Like you can write a song which you think is awesome, and then you get in a room or on a stage, and it's lacking sometimes. And sometimes songs that you think they're all right, you play them live, and they're like, wow, that's not my favourite song, and they both like outdid what we expected a lot, and
that's
I think
cool,
that's good news.
Yeah, you really can't tell nowadays what songs are going to pop for you because everyone's been indoors. It's like and
also as well, everyone's releasing music at the minute, so it's
it's going to be very,
it's
very
really
busy.
really difficult. So we're hoping that we'll just keep chucking songs out. And today I stood on stage, looked out at thousands of people. A lot of them were singing our words back, which was unbelievable. And there was even a couple of people holding a Teddy Rocks flag up in the crowd, and it was just like, that's insane. Like,
well, you touched on it. Teddy Rocks,
Yeah.
you're the curator. You're the face of the festival.
It's my fault, basically.
Yeah, it's your fault. And I was saying just before we go on camera, my in real life job, I work in the area of Teddy Rocks around Blandford and stuff, and the number of people that talk about it, like it hasn't happened for a couple of years, and there's still, I got a lanyard with it on, and then, oh my god, Teddy Rocks, man. It's like, I come up from Exeter, and it's such a well-run, well-produced festival for amazing charities. The work you do for the local cancer scene and stuff is, I'll take my hat off to you, sir. I can actually do that in an interview.
I love it. No, that's really kind. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's not a complicated thing. It's a very simple thing. Let's put the best gig on we can, and let's raise as much money we can. And you know what? If you want to buy a ticket, buy some merch, come and watch some insane bands, have a great weekend at not a ridiculous price, and knowing that your ticket money and merch money and bar money is going towards supporting children with cancer, I don't think there's anything negative there really.
No, not at all. Is it all locked in for next year then? What dates?
It is.
What dates do we need to book off work?
So basically, it's 29th, 30th of April, and the 1st of May next year. So it's always that first.
Is that bank holiday?
That's it. Yeah. So it's always the weekend directly before the first bank holiday in May.
Yeah.
So normal time for us. We're in a really unique position this time around because normally I don't confirm the headliners until like December time, which is quite stressful because we're not a massive festival.
No.
So bands want to hedge their bets, and I don't blame them. All the bands are waiting to see if they're doing the Downers, the Reddings, the Slam Dunks, the Glastonburys, Isle of Wights, and stuff like that. So. And then there's things like exclusivity, so if a band's playing a festival, that'll be the only festival they're allowed to do and stuff, and we fall victim of that quite a lot. So we don't really know what's available until sort of closer to Christmas, when all the big festivals have sort of taken what they want. And then we sort of, bands that are either decided, actually we are going to do some touring, or that fits in with something, that's who we get. We tend to get bands that are on a tour to keep the cost down and stuff. So it's really hard work. So this time, for the first time ever, the lineup's done, and we're going to announce the lineup 2-3 months earlier than normal. So I'm hoping
full lineup or just headlines?
Full lineup, straight in, everything.
Man.
I think over about 113 acts. I think we've got. I think something like that across 4 stages, plus a DJ like silent disco stage and stuff. So yeah, it's insane, and it's all done. It's all locked in. So we can now just solely concentrate on selling those tickets and getting people in that field.
Promote.
Absolutely.
That's cool, man. Well, we look forward to hearing who you got playing for.
Shall I can say if.
You can say right now.
So,
go for it.
So on the 24th.
That's the Friday, yeah.
That's I think it's the Friday. 24th of this month, we announced the full lineup. We sadly lost the Amazons, who were headlining the Saturday night. They stuck with us for 3 moves, but the 4th one they couldn't quite make work. So
that's fair enough.
Them.
It's going to happen.
So on a Saturday, we've got our first international headliner, a band called Eagles of Death Metal.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy! I'm going to swear on camera. Holy shit, man!
I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, because I was speaking to Joel from Marshall, and he's like, those guys are fucking crazy, and I was like, oh god. How exciting.
I'm going to enjoy interviewing them because they are so outspoken.
I know, they're brilliant and they're wild, and I just think it's so exciting for Teddy Rocks to have a really dirty, sleazy rock and roll band.
Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see that, and we've still got Skindred, they're coming back.
Nice.
We've still got Terror Vision, we've still got Dream State, which is really exciting. And then on the Sunday we've still got, it's a slightly different day on a Sunday, trying to cater for the local area and stuff like that. We have the Fratellis, we have Newton Faulkner, the Skints who are here this weekend as well. They're coming down, and maybe a couple of surprises as well, but something for everyone. And I think next year's going to turn a few heads.
Oh mate, you've heard it here on our show as well. That's cool. Well, we are. Oh man, I'm kind of a bit flabbergasted that you managed to get that.
I know, right? It's mad.
Sick. Right, so yeah, we'll be at Teddy Rocks next year, first festival for us for the season, I guess, and
absolutely.
Bring it on, Tom. It's always a pleasure to catch up with you. And,
mate, thank you so much for having us as always.
Good luck with everything, bottom line wise, and everything you're doing with Teddy Rocks. We'll be there, rain, snow, or sunshine.
Well, you say that Teddy Rocks is the only festival I've ever run where during a build week we had rain, snow, sun. It's a weird time of year, so one minute it was like this, the next minute it started snowing. Bizarre. So it's an interesting festival.
It's going to be awesome, man. As again, thanks very much for taking some time.
You're welcome, pleasure.
Enjoy
Thank you very
the rest
much.
of your weekend. Cheers,
Cheers,
buddy.
dude.
Welcome to the My James Rock Show.